Good morning, this is Jeff Arcos. Welcome again to the daily webinar. Today we are 18th of November 2019. Remind you this webinar is not meant to be a financial advice. This is only an education presentation. Please consider term and condition before you continue, saying when you're receiving this recording. As well, thank God for another day into my life and pray His blessings today. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, so let's start our date. Hope so everyone has a good weekend. And here we got game, and I have few news to announce today as well. No sound. Thank you very much for reminding me. So now we are. That was already the introduction. I was saying that, yeah, hope so that everyone did have a good weekend. And here we are again. So in the news side today, we don't have really much after midnight for us. It's nothing there. All right. There's a lot I want to share. First of all, I would like to share the company just provide me with a new EA, and I still don't have. This is just a beta testing version, but I still need to have videos on how they work. So I'm gonna test it this weekend here. But as we see, we got the midline color change. We got that entry color change, so the color here as well. We got that TRSL change at price midline. So it got a lot of stuff there that I just don't understand. So entry price cross, two changes, don't change confirmation as well if it wants, you know what is it's going to be. So here we're gonna decide whether we want in only the midline trigger the trade, we want in the midline and the trend color, or we want in the midline and the trend color and the don't change color. So, and then all of these will be, you know, sort of kind of a way of how to activate the CAs. Like I said, I still need to get that the information from it. I haven't have yet, but I'm gonna put it to test this one. Trend color change confirmation, both outside. So that's the entry. So so here I don't think so. This one should be both, but anyway, midline breakout. Well, it's a lot of stuff, and this is completely different than mine. Dungeon trend color 1, dungeon trend color 2, initial stop loss amount, take a profit, stop loss. Now I put it last week in one trade, 100, 300, and suddenly it did 10 pips and 30 pips. So I have to put 1,000 to 3,000 over there. And then comes a trailing stop, hiding a trailing stop, hiding trailing stop number 2. Break even activation, break even profit to protected, money management, order and volume, re-enter the trade. So this is going to be interesting. So this is going to be to add positions to the currency. How many times do we want to re-enter? You know, maximum entered bars, pyramiding. Don't know what that means. Adding options, protects profit before activation. So after 200 pips, it will be activated. Option 1. Well, like I said, this is I just got on Saturday, and I just put it over here. So I'll see what they do. So I just put in the normal currencies that we're looking for. But yeah, we'll see that one there. Okay. So that is the first new I have, and at least we got something here, and we'll see from there how we're gonna go now. Okay. Second news is I got on Monday. You will be receiving two systems: the weekly candle close system, as well. You're gonna be receiving the daily candle close system. So the daily candle close system is, I think I will not have time, but it's normally what we do every day anyway. But the weekly candle is what I want to spend most of the webinar today. All right. So if that is okay with with both of you who are here, and that. Now, my rules for these ones is going to be very simple for the weekly candle close system. Very, very simple there. Um, Time frames to work in this one, it will be the weekly time frame. All right, and when we look in the 4 hours entry, and I'm using a 35 Donchen entries there. Okay, so that is that. Now, what is I haven't sent this one even. Where are you? So that's the weekly. So what I done here in the weekly, I have put it every single week until I think it's this only this year, the weekly table over here. Okay, so I'm going over there, I'm going over there. So it's just all the weeklies every week. You know, the strongest to the weakest over here. And I'm going to go through the beginning of here. So I start doing the watch list of that. Now, the reason I have, for example, the US, which is here, the Swiss, which is number 1, the yen, which is number 2. The only reason I have this one have a look into is because they have one particular thing, is the first weekly that turns around. The first week that turns around. The first week that turns around. The first week that turns around. First week, and on and on and on and on. All right. So that is that. So that's mean that the market is been coming up, 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 and suddenly that first week is the turnaround. So this is the fundamental side. On the technical side, what am I going to be looking is this, the first week that turns around. Another thing that I'm going to be looking in that first week that turns around, if it is possible, to try to find kind of support or resistance level, whatever we have over here. All right. So the first week, here, the first week over there, and we're looking all kind of possibilities, and that would be there. Okay. So if you don't understand something through this session, please stop me, and I want everyone to make sure get clear, so I don't go ahead over there. All right. So the first week that turns around, or the first bullish week against the market, you know, and that it is. So that's what I choose. This one's over here, where we are over there. So I take that one. Now we're gonna be looking on the 22nd of April, and 22nd of April this year is this is 2019, March, April, there. So we're gonna be looking there. Need to be looking where is this. That's where it is, and the 4 hours time frame, number 35, and as well we're gonna discuss that. We're gonna discuss the the settings for the EA, which is will be there. All right. So the US, I should actually do the Swiss first. So the Swiss is over here. Now, normally in that time I was trading the Swiss yen, but in this case, the Swiss yen is over here. So what I do over there, so when I'm looking at number 1 and the Swiss yen over here, I will be looking this particular pattern. That is the first week that turns around. Okay, and we have resistance, support, and resistance level. So that's gonna be very simple. If these combinations over here, it give me what I wanted over there, that is a good try to take, and that it is. So these trades are going to be set up on Monday, sometime after 10, I recommend it. Then from that point, you come back next Monday. All right, so it's gonna be 1 day a week. If that sounds okay with you, 1 day a week only. If you don't have time for the daily, you just come once a week. You are in some pips, and that's all. So this one runs 264 pips. We would have picked the trailing stop here. We would stop over there. If that one, it would be over here. Now we can have partial take a profit. I consider 100 pips is quite nice level, you know, to trade and take profit, break even, and then let the trailing stop whatever it is. As well, we can preempt our you know, our targets. So this is my first target, 120. So let's get at 120, the first one, and then the rest, whatever it is getting over there. So at the beginning of this week, you know, we'll see that the market that. But we will discuss more in details about the settings and how we can do that one over here. So everything is okay at the moment. All right. This is, and I'm gonna do the chats for this one as well once a week, only Mondays, and then we'll review the next Monday how these ones will go. But a very simple it is approach. It is the first week that turns around, and we must have shopping levels around. Okay, very simple, and we trigger that trade over there. So Swiss yen is over there. Then we have that the yen is number 2. I didn't put in the proper order, so the yen is number 2. So of course already we look in the Swiss yen, but here I'm gonna be start looking the yen against the New Zealand, against the pound, against the euro. All right, and then I'm gonna be looking the Canadian, Australia, and US, because still, you know, the yen is still the strongest of all of them. So I'm looking over there, and it has to, when I put the chart over here, it has to have this kind of pattern. If it's not in that position, we just you know, say no thank you very much. And then from that point on, what as well I want to be looking the previous fractal 50 pips, set it over there. Is you as everyone's wish, you know. We can put it any settings, whether we want in the trailing stop in the midline, we want it in this one over there. Now with the new EA, you know, I think it's gonna be very, very fun, because that one there, it will trigger, you know, and trailing that thing as we wish at the end of the day. All right, so let's have a look now, New Zealand yen. And so number 1 is the first week down. So we see that here it was down, it was a little bit down, it was up, and now it's down. So here very quickly we can do our homework, which is a very simple homework. So do we have shopping levels over there? Yes or no? If you're gonna be, if today you're gonna be quite active, please help me there, because it inspire me to continue doing this. All right. So be ready with your keyboard to write down over there. So is that a shopping level? Yes, it is, because it's the golden candle set up over there, right? And we have the first week, and we have, you say, what we're looking here is a change with a muscle. All right. So we have a change with the muscle, and that's what we want to be looking. Now, this is, you see, when we look in the big time frame, you know, we're looking actually, we're going to be looking actually, you know, long terms. So the only time you really need to focus is Monday morning, right now where we are. We come over here, we look over there, and we walk away, and come back maybe on Friday or whatever you want to do. The settings, we need to find the right settings for that. I already got some settings around, but that's okay over there. And that's the New Zealand yen. So that it is. So I measured to there. Yeah, 50 pips should be enough, you know. And and as I say, you can choose. If you choose that, you're gonna be a stop out. If you choose that, you're gonna be riding this horse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. So the bigger that we have the settings here, because what we wanting is follow the weekly to the end. All right. And after the, you know, 1, 2 weeks, in this week we can actually add positions from here. Now with the new EA, we're gonna have actually power to add positions. Management is gonna be easy. So once a week you come in, you know, and you look it over there, and you don't know whether this is the bottom, this is the top. You just wait for that one to get you out. You happy with that? 35. So this 35 is I'm using over there. So I'm gonna spend the whole webinar just with this one, is if it's that okay with you, because I want the daily is gonna be normal with the ADX, the way we already use it, and as well very cool weight as well. But this one is the one we want to get right. We want to trade from there, and because we have the settings as we say it over here over like that. All right. So okay, New Zealand yen. Then we look in the pound yen, and the first thing we want to be looking is the first week. So if it's been 1-2 weeks and suddenly that week is down, do we have shopping levels? Yes, this one is a rejection point comes over here. So we don't know what is going to happen in the future. We only know that week over there that we can put it over here, 50, 60 pips stop loss. By the next week, the market is 148. So I have 100 pips to take 50% of the position, break even, and then that's it. And then out of that position, so at least I got 100 from there and a break even in the other side and walk away. All right, so that's the settings at the moment are going to be trailing over there because we don't know who is going to be good, who is going to be that. Canadian yen is the first week that turns around. Yes. So what we try to find here is swing points, powerful swing points. And is this a shopping level? Well, we just need to use our imagination through that. Where are you? Here. And definitely it is in the shopping level, previous high, previous low, first week that turns around. So we say, yes, that's a beauty. And there we are. So we measure from somewhere over here to there, 50 pips should be enough. And there it is, the trade. 100 pips, take, 50% off, and then break even. And from that, the rest, whatever goes gives, whatever we take it. All right, so we remove the greedy, we remove everything. Now, is the market is going to move 100 pips all the time from this break? Not 100%, but yes, it will move from there. And the rest of the position, we just take it over there, and then we get a stop out. We just come in once a week, and once a week. And that's it. Everybody happy with that kind of strategy? Can you afford it one day a week and, put your positions like that and come and pick the money? And not to worry anymore, huh? All right, so let's go quickly. So Australian yen. So remember, we look in this simple stuff. All right, Australian yen over here is the first week. Yes, is the first week over there. Do we have a shopping level? And we're using everything that we have learned through the years, and definitely we've got the three touches that one of my oldest strategies that we have. And even if I drove it here, I possibly would have the golden candle from there. So it's the first week. That's all I want to know. Is the first week that turns around. Take it or give or leave it, and that's all it is. Australian yen over there. Now, here, even when we end that week, we want to say we want to be below the midpoint. We want to be the trend color change. Here now we can activate the new EA. We know the direction over there, and we say, yeah, we want to trade that direction. Now that EA has more complex than anything there. So all the settings are over here. So now we can filter a lot of stuff from there, knowing what we want to be trading with the new EA. All right. And we can do better management of what I do. So here we can program it. Maybe here it was not yet ready. We can put it. I want to make sure that everything is lined up. I want in the trend color. I want in the midpoint. I want in the this and one in that. And boom. And that it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks. Maybe here you will be a stop out. So you're missing 8 weeks on. Would you be happy with it? What you reckon, Helen? Huh? You're gonna miss me now if I only do the webinar only once a week. How many of you gonna miss me there? Maybe they're gonna say, "Oh, thanks God, I will not hear Jeff anymore." That will be a relief, isn't it? Rita said that sometimes she plays my videos while she's cooking, and everyone in the house know my voice. Are they dreaming with my voice? Because my she says, Jeff is I'm cooking and doing stuff, and then my family knows you very well, so that's good to know. So let's continue there. So euro yen over here. So let's leave before this getting too cloudy there, and we put in the euro yen. and that it is. And I say if you're looking over here, the euro, yeah, the euro yen is still over there. It's the first week that turns around. So the biggest key here is if the muscle agree with the first week. You know, what I don't want is take from this bottom list. I want to take at least one of the currency has to have the biggest muscle than the other one. So is the first week, yes. Do we have a shopping level? And it's not hard to answer that, isn't it? Look, support, resistance, first week around. So we say, yeah, thank you very much. That it is. And then we can set the new EA to say, okay, I want to make sure, oh, this is still not changing. You know, I want everything line up. So days later, it will line up over there. 60, 50, 70 pips. Maybe here break even, and then the trailing stop. Goes over there, 200 pips plus 100 over there, 300, 51, 50 the other one, and you'll be happy with it. Everyone's okay with that? So that's there. Then we have the US. So as you see, we concentrate in the muscle. We need, remember, always remember this. Currency is all about, you know, strength and weakness. And I keep saying, if Mike Tyson, which is retired, maybe now is a bit easy to beat him up, he will fight with me next week. Where are you gonna bet your money? That's what with the whole idea with this. Now, the more big time frame that we go in, the better always will be because this is what we got over here. All right. So we're going to the US now. So which I should have done the Swiss, the yen, and the US, but I did the other way around. So New Zealand, US. Why? Because the New Zealand is weaker. All right. And that's why. So I get here. And the reason I didn't put the New Zealand because the New Zealand didn't match in that. So here we have first of all a break. And what we have over there? We have a ABC. All right. So we have an ABC. This is the normal ABC or golden candle or whatever you want to call over there. We didn't get the top, we didn't get the bottom, but look, we want to get what God gives to us, and that it is. Immediately, the EA will put it there, 60 pips, stop loss. Never went to the 100, so the trailing stop. So 100 was somewhere over there, break even. At that point, is break even, and then the market comes over there, and a possible right somewhere over there, you know, 100 pips more. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, and we haven't done a thing over there. Would you be happy to do that? Hmm? And we get the run. We didn't get the, you know, the from here to there. Possible we're gonna get that one there if I have more data from the last the beginning of March, but that's where we started over here in April over there. Yeah, so possible even this little run, possible from there. Maybe, you know, we would continue even running from there. So that would be our second entry or at position. You know, when we have that and we see a new setup over there, we can actually here decide. You know, we already carrying a trade into that. So here we can actually say, yeah, I want to add positions to here, and that would be happy with it. Listen up. So we can from that running beautiful over there. So another good one over there. So pound US. Let's look now the pound US. Pound US. We got a beautiful break of a consolidation pattern. ABCs over there. Definitely is good to see. A lot of resistance over here, but it's the first week that turns around. It's the 3 weeks turning point. So we come over there. We're looking over here, and we say, yeah. So that it is. The market moved 110. We already got 50% in the bank. The rest is break even, and that's it. Nothing happened. All right. So we don't try to predict the market, what the market should do, where the market should go. We just try to do this very, very simple. Euro US. So the same. We put it over here. Is the first week that turns around. So it seems like it's going, you know, up and down, up and down, up and down. But that's definitely is the first week. Draw the trend lines. Yes, it's a shopping level over there. There's definitely no problem to that trade. So we got there when here the EA would trade the break over here, 50 pips, and market there. You would be 50% out, break even, and then get a stop out. But you get the 50% out of the market over there because the market will do this kind of stuff all the time. My partial profit is 100 pips for all of them. All right. So 100 pips, 50%, and out of, and then the break even from that. So, and that's it. Now, is the market going to move 100 pips all the time? You know, the average true range is 90 pips. Combined with all of them. So there we are. So the next one is Australian US. So we come over here. Is the first week that turns around? Yes, it is. Are we have a shopping level? Definitely, we have everywhere indications that we are in a shopping level. This is support. This is resistant. We got a, but it's the first week, not the second week, not the third week, not the fourth, not the fifth, not the sixth. It's the first week. So we say, yep, thank you very much. It's the first week, and everything start lining up over there. You know, everyone has problems when the market is going sideways. That's the sour reality of this one, isn't it? So it is why this kind of trade it can take. Look, even these big spikes on the weeklies over there. So you put it over there. We're looking over here. Yeah, we calculate 50 pips when everything is lined up. Now with the new EA, we don't have to worry about that. The new EA, we saw the settings over there. I'm very excited that and that it is. 100 pips, break even, 50% off, and the rest one week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Now maybe what we're gonna do 5 weeks without trading? Huh? We're always gonna find something else. And the last one is the US Canadian over here. Is the first week? Yes. Do we have resistance, support? Bring it over here. The market went 100, so break even, and then 50% out at 100 pips, and the break even over there, and then we out of that trade, and that's it. So we out of that trade, no problems, no big deal. Always calculate the midpoint for your trades, and from there just let it run. Now we move into the next week, week 18, the 29th of April. So I move to there. So I just need to move a little bit over here, and there we are. There and there, the little Monday. So 29th of April. So we got the Australian, the big muscle ember there. So we start looking over there. Now, as you see, I don't have the Australian yen. Why I don't have the Australian yen? Because Australian yen is already running over here. So that's gonna be the second week. Everything that here is be filtered only because I have the first week that turns around. Okay, so that's why. So I get a new way setups. Now Australian Canadian, we don't try that one, but let's have a look anyway for the sake of the exercise and see what happened. Is that the first week? Is anybody on the other side of the screen? Aren't you glad today is Monday and you came to the webinar? So is the first week that turns around? Yes, it is. Do we have resistance level? Yes, do we have? So after that, you just set up the EA on Monday, put the settings, put everything over there, and you come back on Friday. What do you reckon, Helen? Is that bad or is this good or that? Mm. And then we leave it there. And we leave it there. And that's it. Is Pound Australia the next one over there? So we put it back over here. And the question is the first week? You have to even repeat this lesson over there, isn't it? Do we have a shopping level? Ah, yes, we do, isn't it? Are we ready to trade? Unfortunately, here is 150. You can decide to put at 100 only, but 100 pips would be no problem, and this one would be with 140. It would be a shame with this one to let it go from 450 to that, Look, I don't have the answer. Maybe we can follow the fractals. I would be with the fractals as well. When something is spiked, especially coming to a level like this one, I would be very reluctant maybe to move my trailing stop. Instead of moving in that, I can move to that one there. That's another strategy we can use. But look, we might not get the whole thing, but we got a winner. So we got a winner. With this system, very cool down, and that's it. So it is there. So next one, Australian Swiss. We just follow the table. We matching the strong versus the weak, and that's it. Is that the first week that turns around? Do we have a shopping level? I reckon, coach. You should tell Patrick to watch the webinar today, huh? Because that would fit for him as well, isn't it? Just come in Monday, look this week, and I'm gonna send the chats anyway, of what I see, how I see it, and that's it. And then set the EA, and that's it. They're not coming back. Don't come, to the daily webinars, just the Monday webinars, and that will be more than enough for it, isn't it? But anyway, so Australian Swiss is over there. So we say, yep, everything is over here. There it is. Market breaks. We got a 70 pips stop loss. The market moves 100 there, break even, and the rest. Oh my goodness, this one. ah, Imagine it even in that retracement alone. That week I could say, yeah, look, I have a big buffer there, isn't it? I can afford another entry there, and then finish everything over here. Yeah, Richard asking, great shopping levels. Could you use support or resistance indicator to help to find the shopping levels? Yes, you have. You can do it. That if you have anyone who wants to share with the group, it would be nice. But it's not that hard really. At the end of the day, we can really see, you know, um, there, things like that. But look, if anyone's needed, it's needed. That's okay. All right. So there we are. Euro Australia. How many are exciting in the other side? The only thing you see, we look in the positive of the candle, not the shape of the candle anymore. Is that the first week that turns around? Look how many weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. Do we have a shopping level? Hmm? And that is your answer. What do you reckon? Now, look, stop losses, when it's going to be the best entry, that unless you want to go to a small time frames 1 hour looking for an entry is up to everyone, all right? I believe, there are more important things in life to do. I just look at over there, 130, we got a money management anyway, then lot size calculation. If it is 127, it is 127. But the main thing that when the market reaches 100 pips, you got 50% of your position off, and the rest, wherever the market went. Another 150 over there. It went 300, but that's like even before Friday finish. After 1, 2, 3 weeks, maybe we can decide we got some kind of resistance over there. Yeah, that would be another good level to say, yeah, that's what I would like my take a profit over there. Now we move into the yen. So the yen is number 2, and now only have one because most of the yen it was the previous week. All right, so the only one we didn't have is the US yen over there. So I come over here, we hunting over there. Is that the first week? Do we have a shopping level? 1, 2, 3, and there we are. We calculate there, 60 pips, 100 pips, take profit 50, break even, and the rest another 130 pips. Do you think that this one will remove fear and greedy out of our system? What do you reckon? I left my water upstairs. Oh my goodness me. I need water. Just simple like that, huh? All right. And as you see, the trades, sometimes we will not find too many. So we're only going to find few. We need to have, know everything that is here. We're going to be looking, we need to have is the first week that turns around. The following week, we are over here, and as you see, the pound is not considering this and this one there. Because pound Australia is over here, pound New Zealand is not there, but yeah, for some it's pound US over there. But what I'm looking is the first week. Now Australia here is continue the strength from the previous week. All right, and that's why I put it over here. So New Zealand, it was strong in the last week, and now it's weak. But anyway, so we're looking. The main thing is that we're looking, all of these one by one, and then we make an assessment. So the watch list is based in because of this. All right. So New Zealand, we got the Euro New Zealand first, and the things that we want to be looking is that the first week over there. So, oh, sorry, this is the 6th of May. We forgot to change it over here. Let me put this one over there. I might need to go and run to look for my water if that's okay with everyone, because otherwise I will not able to do too long without water. So that it is. Is that a beautiful ABC? So the thing is, we're going back to the 2013 with the weekly candle close direction strategy. That's all we do over there. So we got over here, the EA will trade 130 pips. You see 200 when no problem, 100 people to cash out, the rest is in a break even, and then that is another 100 pips over there. But we did not have the tops, we did not have the bonus, but we have a winner. That's what is caring about, isn't it? Okay, and that's it. So Euro New Zealand good, New Zealand Swiss we don't try, but I want to be looking that. Is that the first week? Come on, anybody's exciting in the other side. Do we have a shopping level? We got everyone over there, isn't it? So we say yes, bring it on. This is trading 50 pips, 100 pips, take profit 50, and the rest we can put it, take a profit, this one 10 or 15, make sure that we not stop out, and this one over there, and look how many weeks: 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, and we do that. All right, I'm gonna get the water. Okay, I'm gonna resume. Let me see, the watch is moving now. All right, so everything is running in again. So where we were, New Zealand Swiss, there it is. Okay, and even I find the number 40 actually as well quite good, because the 40 will have no issues and going all through there. So instead of the 20, because we're using there, we're using double the thing, and so we don't need to get tops and bottoms of the market. The entry will no matter whether we put in the 100 or the 20, the entry always going to be the same. What are we looking is the trailing stop. All right, so let's just play by ear, but that it is only New Zealand Canadian. The question is the first week. We got a level of, that's a nice support, resisting. The market went for 2 weeks. Even that week before, we would get that one that isn't on that beautiful over there. So the first week it turns around. Yes, we got shopping level. Yes, now can we trade that one there? Now the EA will trade when everything match ups there, somewhere over here. 60 pips, 100 pips break even, 100 pips 50% position, and the rest over there. And that's it. We didn't make $1 million, but we make a winning position at the end of the day, isn't it? That's with New Zealand Canadian, New Zealand US. Next one. Now this one is being, breaking from here, having a break, having another break over there. And now if you look in the New Zealand US, we got here and there. But New Zealand is still the weakest currency, more than what the US it is. So we still consider that. And when we're looking over there, we can, if we are not sure at that point, we just now with the new EA, we can say when everything line up, I want to trade. There it is. 100 pips, break even, yep. Pump the rest, break even, and the rest will come out of there. US, number 4. Do we have the pound US as one of the top ones over there? Yes, we do have there. So we come over here. Is that the first week that turns around. So the pound is strong, the US is, and do we have a shopping level? Possible we do, isn't it? So what we do over here, we set the EA, and what happened? You did not make money, but as well, you did not lose money. Who would like that? Anyone? And look, this week is very deceived. My goodness, look the strength of that week breaking, isn't it? Everyone could say, yeah, let's jump in there because this is going, we got shopping level, we got everything we dream of. This thing's just gonna rock harder. But suddenly, our final filter. You see, if we put the Donchen entry, what is gonna happen over here? We're gonna entry over there, isn't it? And maybe got a small loss. Look, sometimes it's gonna be helpful, sometimes it's not. But the main thing is that we did not make money, we did not lose money as well. Then we look in the Euro US, is the first week that turns around. Maybe yes, we got support, maybe yes, and there we are. So look, by the following week, nothing has happened. Now this is the second week, so we can say no, thank you very much, and then close the trade before even anything happened with it, because the next week maybe it was no good as it is. Week 13, May. Now we have 13th of May, and that is the 13th of May. And there is a 13th of May right over there. And we have now the pound. Look, now pound was very strong. Now the pound is very weak. So, and we say, yep, we want to be looking over there. What do you have pound for us? Pound yen is one of the first one over here. So we put it pound yen. Where are you? Pound yen. There we are. Now, this is when people say, "Ah, look how much profit I miss, Jeff. What you doing? You're leaving too much in the table." Who cares to leave too much in the table as long as you're gonna have consistent winners over there? Everyone's agree with me or no? Or is anybody so? Because we could say, oh, we should have traded over here, or maybe this was just a retracement. But yeah, that's in the daily, and in the daily strategy, it's different. We're looking something that you're only gonna require to trade 1 day a week. Who wants that? So this system is completely different than the daily, all right? So come over there, and there we are. Everything matched. Last week was strong, this week is weak, so we put it over there. Unfortunately, there's a 200, but I would be looking my break even, my fractals over there. So 140, 120, 120 would be acceptable for me. Once the market moves 100 pips, definitely break even. That's my break even, and then the rest. Here, unfortunately, would be a stop out with that one there, So sometimes, yeah. And then the following week would be the entry. Here it is. It's so much fun that you can have now with this one, tell you. So we got that one there. Euro pound. So where's the euro? The euro is over here. Very strong pound over there. And we only wants to know whether it is the first week and do we have a shopping levels. That's all we want to know. Look at that. What do you reckon? So if we just time is already 43 minutes, my goodness. How quickly it is. We have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, maybe 6, maybe 7 rules. Rule number 1, okay? We look the weekly candle close index meta. And that's the first thing. So we're looking this. Oh, this is white, so we'll not be looking at there. So that's what we were looking, first of all over here. Okay, and we start looking, in the weekly candle close, the strong versus the weak versus the strong, especially on the biggest thing over there. So once we have over there on the number 2, what we wanting is the first week that has a turning point. Okay, Third, it has to be on a shopping level. All right, you agree with that? Number 4 is the H4, don't GM. Then, of course, we're gonna set up the stem, which is stop loss target entry money management, which is now carried by the EA. And number 6, what could be number 6? Anyone can help me? No? Yes. What should be the number 6? Nobody. What's the most important of trading? Well, we do the number 6. We go fishing. Because at the end of the day, no matter whether you are here or you are not, the market will do what the market will do. Do you agree with me? Your presence will not alter the market, right? So that's all we know. So we got a first week that turns around. We got a shopping level that we're looking for. We're looking, it was precisely touch over there, somewhere over there. And we're looking over here on the H4. Who wants that? What you reckon, Rich? Is the 40 works wonderful over there? Hold you all the way up, right to here, which is that one over there. That's okay. It's even the beginning of that week. I would have entered there, you know, looking such a beautiful week over there. Come on, anybody in the other side? Are you excited that you came to Monday to the webinar? Huh? So next one, time is killing us. Pound Australia is the first week that turns around. Do we have a shopping level? Plenty, yeah. It's amazing those key points. Yeah. So yep, we're coming over here. And here now we can say the EA when everything match up, trade. You know, so 130, the market moves 150, break even, you out of the trade, back again over there, another 100 pips over there, and then the rest over here. So because that's happening, isn't it? Sometimes we can't, but we need to have some profits every time the market moves. And there we are. Next one, pound Swiss. We need to move quickly. Can't believe it. Time go faster when you have fun. What is that? What do you reckon, Helen? Is that good enough? The first week that turns around, shopping levels, and there we are. No retracement, no ADX, no nothing. We just measure on Monday. Yeah, 150 or maybe the previous fractal, 100 pips would be enough. 100 pips, take profit, break even, and then the rest. Look at that. You will be out of that. It's okay. But then at the end of next week, you are in another 100, and this one would be survive. Let me see this one. Oh, 30 pips. Yeah, you would be out of that. But look, that's happened, you know, and as if you're looking over there, it was continue over there. You know, you could continue re-enter at the end of the day. Until we don't see a weekly up, you know, we can actually command to the EA, to the new EA, to continue looking the direction of what we see over there. All right, but anyway, that's insane. Pound Canadian, is that the first week? Do we have shopping levels? when everything line up. 180, maybe over here, 120. Market moves there, bring, and there you are. This is, even when I'm that far, you know what I can change in the trailing stop? A candle close outside the line. And that will help me to get maybe out of that or out of here. But my goodness, you're gonna get from this week to that week, 12 weeks, 3 months. 3 months. You reckon the 40 is quite cool, huh? All right, so pound, Canadian pound, US, let's do those two more quickly and then let's look. So that's the first week. Yes, it is the first week, right? So do we have a shopping level? Yes, left shoulder, one of all the shopping levels that we have. Do we have there? Everything over here, up over there, 100 pips, break even, and the rest out over there. So that's fine. One another winner. The last one, pound New Zealand. I think once we put the pound crosses, you don't need to look anywhere else, isn't it? You got enough leverage now running over there. Is that the first week? Here you see nothing is happening. Maybe through here we're gonna be a trade. Maybe the fractal is 130. Market moves 100 break even. Comes here 50% break even. Back again in business over there. Another 130 maybe over there. Market move it again. Break even again. Get out over here. Back again over there. 100 pips break even, and then there would be that. But you got 100, 200, 300, and you're laughing. All right. Now, let's look. Uh, let's look this one. I'm going to have one. One is going to be. So this is the list that I have for this for the week. So I got Australia, New Zealand, pound, Australia, Australia yen. So I'm gonna be looking. So when I come over here, I'm looking at Australia. So Australia, New Zealand. So I'm looking over there, and the first thing that we want to be looking is. Now we need to move this guy over there. Is that the first week? What do you reckon? Is that the first week? Yes, it is. Do we have a shopping levels? Yes, we do have. No question asked. The combination is there, and we put the E8 over here. Now, I did put the 35, but I think the 40 works. It's going to enter, it will no matter, and that's it. So tomorrow we talk more about the settings, all right? So, but you already tell you a little bit over there. So it's 35, I think 40, maybe 35 we start, then we can change it to 40, but whatever it is. I measure the stop loss, whatever it is my stop loss, break even to 100 pips, taking profit to 100 pips, 50% off, and then the rest, the trailing stop, it comes over here, the touch. We can actually change that to the close or, more of that, but there it is. So everything perspective. So we're looking Australia, New Zealand, then we're looking pound Australia. So, and quickly we move it over there. Is that the first week that turns around? Yes, it is. Do we have a shopping levels? Yes, we do have. So therefore, we just put that trade over there. Okay. Australian Swiss, we don't trade that, but just let's have a look. It will not hurt. Is that the first week? Yes. Do we have shopping level? Yes. The candle is in a close position. Yes, it is. So therefore, measure from here to there, 70 pips, and that's it. And walk away. Whether here this is a filter, and we have no more business to do. Australian yen. So we're looking over there. Is that the first week? Yes, it's a bit positive, but the close is still in there because this one is reading the close. Do we have a shopping level? Yes. That was support, resistance. So, and we don't know really what's going to happen next. But the only thing we know, sorry, that here we got over here. We can measure over there, 80 pips. Yep, put it over there, walk away, come back on Friday. How good is that? Even you can come every day and just it will take you 5 minutes to check it. You know what you got over there. Now, what is going to be the good to check? The market will just do what it's going to do with you or without you. We need another week to change our mind, right? So that's what I meant. So we got here Australian yen. That was the last one, and then we got at Euro Australia. I didn't put it that one over there. So Euro Australia. So I already selected this one over there because of that. Is that the first week? Yes, it's the first week. Do we have a shopping level? If I look over there, definitely have shopping level. So Euro Australia, there it is. I measure there, 60 pips, definitely. And then go, disappear. Let the EA do the rest, especially with the new EA that we have. How cool is gonna be that one there, huh? And there we are. So the other one we have here, according to the selectors, New Zealand, US. So got only 4 minutes. There it is. Do we have a shopping level? Golden candle, beautiful weekly over there, and there we are. We measure over there, 50 pips. Leave it over there. Come back next time. Euro New Zealand, another one over here. So there, what a beautiful consolidation over here. If I look over there with closing below, do we have shopping levels? Yes. There we are. And here, you know, it's 170. I would just maybe put a 100. Yeah, I think a 100 should be enough, and leave it over there. That's all. Nothing more that we can do, my friends. Is just leave it over there because that's the way this it's been quite awful. But at the moment, we have a good scenario over here. New Zealand yen. So come over there. The magic question it is: do we have shopping level? Yes. Is that the first week that turns around? Yes. It's not that great, but look, still over there. So measure my midpoint, 50 pips, good enough, and leave it over there. Come back on next week. How scary is that? Pound Canadian, got that one there. It's been there, but we're coming over here, and we're looking at the Pound Canadian over there. Look at that one there. Is that beautiful break from there? Beautiful candle. Is the market is the way up? So everything looks okay. Measure my distance 100 maybe to the rejection point, so 80 to 100 pips should be acceptable. Reduce, lot size every time you're spending. If you have money management, when you're spending your stop losses, the EA will work the perfect lot size for you this one. All right, so that's, you can avoid high stop losses with this one unless you want to go and try, in the small time frames. Yes, yeah, that's something, an option that you can do that one anyway. Um, Pound US, and actually in the daily, remember we put last week this one. So, but now what do we have over here? We got a first week. It's like a sort of flag over there. We could say it's a nice flag there. And if we do the calculation for that, but that's the first week that turns around. We are over here, when we look at 90, 100 pips, yep, that's fine. Or even to the low over there, 70 pips, 60 pips would be, quite good there. Euro pound, I think it is in a continuation. The euro pound is nothing more that we can do about it. Yeah. So the market has been 1, 2, 3 weeks going nowhere. Suddenly we have a break, and that's the break. So we measure the risk over there, 50 pips, 30, 50 pips should be enough for that one over here. Leave it over there and come back. Now, if next week we have it's possible we're gonna have a good weekly over there, that's fine. But at the moment, we just try what we see. Pound yen, possible yes, possible no. It's still a very nice week over here. So we look in the pound US, we're looking to go long 70 pips again, and that's it. We're trading over there, and we move on. And the last one would be the US Swiss, according to what we see over here. So we put the US Swiss over there, and this one maybe will be a bit sort of, you know, still the first week that turns around, but maybe actually I should avoid this one there. Yeah, I think it should be. There's too much risk in this one over there, especially for where we are. And all of these are because taken from here. All right. So that's all I find today. You know, looking to today. So what I want to find is the first week when the market runs up or runs down. Here at the moment, the market is going sideways, and we still maybe inside the pattern. My friend, is 1 hour and 45 seconds. Thank you very much for today. I hope so you like it and enjoying this webinar. And tomorrow we'll be looking this, more in detail the settings for the EA, then we're looking for the daily strategy, which is completely different. This is only once a week, and once we have those ones in place, we just walk away from it. Okay. All right. So see you tomorrow. God bless you. Cheers and bye.